By the Rye for Rye. Y'all know why we're here. Man, we're 14 minutes away. We're gonna find out some more PoE 2 info and PoE 1 stuff. Gotta farm that content. Also, I thought you hated Katava Resist Hell. What made you decide to try the next league?
Wait, no?
Hmm?
What now?
So I thought you hated the Katava Resistance Hell.
Oh, I do. But I still like the game.
That's fair.
It is. I feel like that there's so much content in the game.
That is true.
Also, did you see my message
About the league or?
about last talk?
Oh, hold on, let me check. Was it about the Pinnacle boss thing or the?
No.
Oh, there are going to be new class. Oh, I did watch the little dev stream thing. He did say that there was going to potentially be new ones. But also, I'm glad there's plans for dungeons.
Yeah.
Log in. Everyone's saying log in.
So wait, when's the new league start? Today?
No, in 12 days.
Oh, in 12 days.
Sorry, not 12 days. I lied. 8 days.
8 days? Okay.
Everybody's saying log in. Do we need to log into PoE for something? There's an update. The LE Toucan has arrived. That's what everyone is saying.
The what?
Okay, let's see what's going on. I don't even know.
The next league, I do actually plan on getting a character to end game shit, because I never even got fucking finished the story on my character, so I don't know how all the end game is. I've seen videos of it, but that's about it.
What is everyone saying log in? I don't know why the whole chat is fucking spamming log in. Login dev check. I'm so confused. Do you know?
Nope.
I'm gonna type in global chat. Why is everyone spamming login in Twitch? I'm gonna ask the PoE chat.
Yeah, league reveal, but that doesn't mean they need to spam freaking login.
That's what I'm saying. Does not make sense to me. Do you like my character, by the way, Sin? Do you like my $500 support pack?
Just crazy. I'm definitely ready for PoE too, though.
Oh, we'll find out. And I've been waiting. I literally requested time off just for this. Even swapped a shift with someone
Damn.
just for this.
Wow. I don't think I've done that for a game yet.
You ever done maps?
No, I haven't hit endgame yet.
Neither did I. I hit like Act 8 on a character that I bricked myself on, which is historian to some people impressive. But I got to Act 8 on a fucking bricked character.
Mm-hmm.
I have me, you, my Twitch chat, and my Oreos. Golden double stuff. I like the golden Oreos more than regular Oreos.
Really? Not me.
Well, I like them for one reason objectively. If you take the filling out of regular Oreos, the chocolate cookie kind of tastes like shit. The vanilla ones, however, can do fine without them. Golden Oreo gang. GOG.
I did see all the quality of life stuff they're adding for.
I saw that too. Someone put lock. Oh, did you see all the Diablo 4 itemization changes?
No.
You want a TLDR?
Sure.
It's a bastard child between Diablo 3 and Last Epoch.
Really?
Well, they copied Last Epoch's thing with exalts. Oh goddamn! Hold on. Okay, back in time.
Yeah, with a minute to spare. I feel like this league is gonna have to do something with like from the sound of it, like necromancy stuff.
I've heard that. And also that it might be like a recap league where we might be getting little bits of like every mechanic from this year because they always do like a little anniversary league.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard that every fucking league mechanic gets transferred to the base game after the league's over.
Hi,
Not right
I'm
away.
Wilson from Grinding Gear Games.
Not right away.
Welcome to our live stream. We have a busy lineup today with announcements for Path of Exile 2, as well as the exclusive
Look,
sales
Chris
of
Wilson!
Progress, which launches on March 29th. For the first time ever, we'll be releasing this expansion simultaneously on all platforms, PC, Mac, and console. Twitch drops are enabled on today's live stream, so make sure you follow the instructions below.
Thank God it's enabled on console.
Path of Exile's on
Today's
console?
stream will
Yes, it's
Path of
terrible.
Exile 2, which
Whoa,
offers
new
the
support
latest
packs!
announcements. Mark will then take you on a deep dive into the new Path of Exile.
I got $60 ready.
League, which launches in 1 week. He'll cover the league mechanics, its deep crafting system, large in-game changes, some improvements to the core Path of Exile campaign, and finally some quality of life features. We'll then show you our new
So it's like
supporter packs, and we'll
campaign.
head into a live Q&A session where Ziggy D will ask us your questions from Twitch chat. After the live stream, we'll drop the full patch notes.
Okay.
Hey guys, it's time to chat about PoE 2 again.
There we go.
It's only been a few months since we talked about the Mercenary, and yet even since then, a huge amount has changed. When we announced the Mercenary, we also showed off a lot of the new capabilities that our engine has around animation and character control. Moving while shooting was a huge deal in that class, but there were a lot of other more subtle things going on to make it feel good too. Well, in recent times we've only been showing off new character classes, but one thing I've been really excited about is to go back and apply all the new ideas and capabilities that we have to our old classes too.
Oh
Today, I'd
no!
like to show off the Ranger, and I hope that you
Oh
guys like what you see.
shit! Hold on. They're gonna show off Ranger.
Oh.
Wait.
Blows it up.
Alex, go on Twitch. Go on the Path of Exile Twitch. They're showcasing the new Ranger for PoE 2. Do it.
And
Nice.
if there's one
Do
thing
it.
I've learned, it's that a ranger must never miss.
I guess they never miss, huh?
A beast will hunt you. But it is the cruelty of man I fear.
Oh shit!
There is no truly escaping the Count's justice.
Your sentence is to be hanged from the neck until dead. Let your souls feed the first ones, and your bodies feed the land. After her!
Love that, by the way. That's how you start off.
The graphics look really good.
Yeah.
This exile has changed me. No more running. No more fear.
We just beheaded him. Oh yeah, that's one of the first bosses I remember.
I will put an end to this madness.
Excuse me? Ray's gonna have a companion now?
Let this be a warning, Gianor. I'm coming for you.
Who? GMO. I hear that right? Are you watching the actual PoE stream, Sin? So it's not lagging? Okay, good.
Let the hunt begin.
Keep.
We're gonna hear Jonathan Rogers talking now, probably.
When we started to work on the Ranger, we knew we had to make a class with high agility. The dream of fast bow gameplay is Legolas, so that's what we wanted to deliver. The starting point is moving while shooting a bow. Any kind of basic arrow skill can be fired while moving, with a movement penalty. This immediately gives you a lot more freedom on the battlefield. Here, I'm starting each battle
That
with a
reminds me
poison
of
burst
detonating
arrow
arrow,
to poison
kind
groups
of.
enemies.
Yeah.
Then using lightning arrow to arc lightning
lightning
around
one.
larger packs.
Not entirely.
For even more mobility,
'Cause
we
that's like
also
more
have
of a chain
variety of
lightning
skills that involve vaulting around the battlefield
thing.
too. This is using it jumps backwards and shoots a freezing arrow at the ground. Really useful if monsters close on you and you need to get away. Once you've landed, if monsters were frozen, it'd be nice to have some way to take advantage of that extra time. This is where Snipe comes in.
It's interesting.
Snipe is a
though,
skill
'cause
shot that
don't
you need to
usually
charge up
build
and
around,
release
like,
at exactly the
one
right time.
damage type.
What's up?
If you land the right timing, Snipe is
It's
guaranteed to produce a
interesting, 'cause
critical
don't you
strike,
just
and does a
usually
small AoE as
build,
well, so it's a great
like,
finisher.
Not anymore.
damage.
Remember, there's weapon swap in the game
You
now.
also move while shooting arrow
You can
rays.
configure certain skills
is
to
lightning It shoots an arrow into
automatically
the air
trigger
that sticks
weapon
into the
swapping.
ground and does a small AoE.
Interesting.
Once the rods are in the ground, though, they attract any arcs of lightning.
They
that
actually
may
showed that in
fire,
Exile
causing them
Con
to
last
explode
year.
Again.
No.
This means you can stack up a bunch of lightning rods on the ground and bounce lightning between them, doing way more damage.
Really gold? Yeah, the hidden outs
Now this
gold a
takes care
while
of
ago.
packs
Uh-huh.
but for
What the
bigger
fuck?
enemies, I'd like to have something that's going to enhance my damage output too.
Honestly, Path of Exile
skill
1
is
should have had gold
Stormcaller
to begin
Yeah.
with.
Using it sticks an arrow into an enemy. After a
I don't
short
know
period
why
of
they
time,
thought
a
it was
lightning
good
bolt
idea
comes from the
not to
sky and
include
strikes
gold.
them. This has a high chance to shock them, and shocked enemies take 30% more damage from all sources.
That's why I
If
don't
something
like the
big
fucking
walks
whole
along,
trading
it's a
thing.
good idea to throw one of these at them first to enhance your
And
damage.
Path of
Oh,
Exile.
look, see, that's how it works.
Now, if I really want to
Oh.
enhance this combo, there are a couple of things I could do using our
What?
support gem system. Skills in Path of Exile are
So it's a
granted by
separate
items called
UI?
skill gems.
Huh?
Each skill gem has colored sockets in it, and
Uh-huh.
these sockets are for other items called support gems. Support gems modify your skills, and it's where a huge amount of the customization of your character comes from. First, I'm going to take this multiple
What
projectile
determines
support
the
gem.
colors?
I could add it to my
Oh.
lightning arrow, and it would fire multiple arrows. This would increase the number of
What?
targets I can hit, but that isn't the effect that I'm after. If I add it to my lightning rod skill
That's
instead,
so much better,
when I
though.
fire it, I get a
Instead
nice
of
groove
having
of
to add it
rods.
on your gear.
This means that I don't have to spend as much time setting up before I can use it with my lightning arrow combo. I might also
Bruh.
add faster projectiles to make the lightning
Honestly
rods land
excited now.
faster
You
too.
see those DPS numbers?
Now next up I'm going to grab this chain
There's
support.
always red DPS numbers.
Chaining causes many
But more
effects to
accurate
repeat on
ones,
new
though.
targets when you hit them.
Oh.
If I
They're
add it to
always
my lightning
ranged.
arrow, it will cause the arcs that come out of lightning arrow to strike even more targets, rippling along my line of lightning rods for huge amounts of damage.
Oh my god. That looks so good.
Oh.
I really love chain lightning shit, so I'm like,
Now
oh,
I think
that
we can
looks
use
cool.
support gems to improve Stormcaller arrow as well. Let's start simple. I'm going to chuck less duration on here. This will cause the lightning from the sky to strike a bit faster. Next up we have a support called Shock Proliferation. This support makes it so that any enemies shocked by the skill will also have the shock jump to nearby enemies, meaning they'll take the extra damage as well.
That's stupid.
It's just a chance to proc, so it's not going to proc on every single pack, but when it does, a pack will go down ultra quick. Another useful empowering skill is Barrage. Barrage is one of the rare cooldown skills in PoE 2. It enhances whatever your next attack is to fire 3 times. With what we have here, I think it might be a good idea to use it with Lightning Arrow. It'll generate 3 times as many lightning explosions. You could also use it at just the right moment with Snipe, or any number of other skills depending on what effect you need more of right now. It's very versatile and can be used in a range of situations. Now, even as mobile as the Ranger is, it's still very useful to slow monsters down, and a Ranger certainly has quite a few tools to do this.
Bro, a
If
lot
you're
of people in
prepared
the
to get
chat,
up
like,
close and personal, we have a
bad.
skill
I'm like,
called
bro,
Electrocuting
it's
Rod.
so much better. What are you
First,
Oh,
jump into
look,
the enemy and
um,
shoot it into them. Once the rod's in place, any lightning damage they take will build up a special.
You also have to
electric
remember
gauge. Once
that
the gauge is full, the monster is totally suppressed, allowing you
he's
to kill
playing
them easily.
slower to showcase everything.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes when you use electrocuting rod, the
He's
enemy
not
dies
clearing a
before you get
void
chance
map.
to electrocute them.
Yeah.
I think there's another support gem I could add to my lightning arrow to fix this problem. Neural Overload will make it easier to electrocute enemies. If the skill it's attached to puts them over 50% of their electrocute bar, it will trigger instantly.
I'm actually fucking excited for this. It looks so good.
Imagine what Templar's gonna get.
Now this skill works really well
Well,
for
isn't there gonna
suppressing
be
a
like
single
fucking
large
total
enemy.
16
But I'd like
classes
to
or
improve my
something like
crowd
that?
control ability for
There's
groups as
12.
well. I'm going to add a support gem called
And then,
Frozen
and then
Nexus.
each of them are gonna have 3 ascendancies like before, so we're gonna have 36 ascendancy classes.
Jesus.
I'll also add Deep Freeze to it as well, which will make the freezes last a bit longer.
And then there's gonna be the fucking dual class system.
Uh-huh.
Now when I
Which is
use my
gonna
Frost
be
Escape on that
nuts.
front enemy, others nearby are slowed down.
This game's
It would
gonna
also
have
be good
so
if I had a
much
way
more
to slow enemies down when
customization.
they're farther
Oh.
away from me as well.
The
This
gems
would be a
themselves
great
have
way
a
to get into
slots.
The Ranger's poison and plant-based skill set.
Oh,
To start with,
okay.
let's have a look at Vine Arrow. This skill fires an arrow into the air that creates a small plant where it lands. The plant sends out tendrils to nearby enemies, slowing them down and poisoning
Wait,
them.
what's the max amount of
But it
slots?
does
the
have
gem's
another
gonna
function
have?
too.
Is it
Big
just
six.
The plant gets further poisoned. It
6?
transfers that poison.
They
to the
said you
monsters
could
it's
6
attached to.
link,
Normally you
but
would only
it's,
be able
like-
to get 1 stack of poison on a monster at a time.
but they're
You
making
put as
not
much
doing it
poison as
also
you want on this
optimal.
plant.
Yeah.
You could just use the plant to slow monsters down and not worry about the poison part. But if you want to go all in on poison, this is the way to do it. Now if you do want to focus on poisons more, another useful skill is Poison Bloom Arrow. This skill creates these plant pustules on the ground.
It seems mid.
If you wait a
bro.
little while, they'll explode.
Again, everyone's
Just like
forgetting
any
that this
other
is
plant
literally
skill, these plants respond well to poison. Shoot the poison burst
probably
arrow
is
at
even
enemies
endgame
nearby and watch your
shit,
plants grow
so-
more and more powerful. Poisoning the pustules causes them to do much more damage and makes them explode much faster as well.
Can't see what level dude
I can
is.
also add the Pierce
Right.
support to Poison Burst Arrow. Doing this will mean I get multiple poison bursts as it goes through each monster.
You like the new dodge mechanic though. The
We
new
also have
movement.
another skill to make a nice environment for your plants to grow. Gas Cloud Arrow. This skill shoots
My
the
wife
ground
made me
and
some
creates a
coffee.
cloud of gas that continuously poisons things inside it. Throw your plants down, then put a gas cloud on top. The constant poisoning will make
Graphics
them
are
grow.
so good. this will run on fucking like when there's
I
so many
think,
mobs
I
on
think it'll,
screen.
I think it'll be easily optimized. Like it seems like they.
Another poison-related skill
What
we
the
have on the
fuck is
Ranger
that?
is called Plague Bearer.
Oh yeah.
This is a reservation skill,
I
meaning it
can-
uses spirit.
Yeah, it looks like Max is.
When
what,
I
5
enable
or
it, I get this
6?
counter that counts up
These
whenever I apply poison
Little
to a monster.
black circles where there can be more skill
You can
gems.
see the counter on the skill increase.
Maybe you augment the gems further to get
Maybe?
Now I'm
other
gonna fight these
slots.
monsters and make sure to poison them. as
But
much as I can
if
to build up the
if
counter.
those colors are limited, so like one, you could free those colors. Those colors can be whatever you want. But two, you still have 3 that are set. So
Yeah.
yes, you can 6 link, but you still have to like you have some restriction.
Counter up to 100%.
Well, it doesn't
but
even
it's
seem
worth
like linking is
Whenever
a
I
thing.
choose, I
As
can
long
unleash
as
the
it's on
poison
that
in a
skill,
big
it'll
explosion
affect
around
that
my
skill.
character.
Oh yeah, you don't have to get
Damage.
socket links or anything. Thank God for that.
Yeah. You probably could still like change the colors of
Now
them.
next up we have a classic,
Um,
Rain of Arrows.
so it looks like 5.
It's
would
simple.
be-
Let's see what they do with the Rain of
Bunch of
Arrows.
in the
5 on
sky,
top of the
and
skill,
they rain
so
down for a
6.
short time. It's decent AoE and damage at long range. Now this skill doesn't last too long, but we can change that. It's time to introduce frenzy charges. Frenzy charges are used for a variety of skills on the Ranger, but with Rain of Arrows they can be used to extend the duration.
You're mine.
How do we get some though? Here we have a skill called Sniper's Mark. Put it on an enemy and it will grant you a frenzy charge when you crit them. Now remember that snipe skill from earlier? That skill guarantees a critical hit. So first we Sniper's Marked an enemy, then we sniped them. And after that, the
Or
next Rain of
imagine
Arrows will
Cypress
last a
Mark
really,
being like
really long
fucking
time.
Celestial Golden Gun, just one-shot everything with it.
We still have some weaknesses though. While Rain of Arrows hits enemies with a ton of arrows, each one doesn't do much damage individually. It would be nice if we had a way to break the armor on enemies so that Rain of Arrows dealt more damage. Thankfully, we have this Corrode Armor support gem, and we can put it on our Gas Cloud arrow. Corrode Armor causes poison to erode the armor on targets until it's all gone. This will significantly increase the damage that Rain of Arrows does against armored targets. Oh yeah, and one more thing about gas clouds. They can be detonated with explosions. I have an explosive arrow here. Let's check it out.
What?
Okay, that's pretty cool. That's like really cool.
Now a lot of people are like,
Now,
oh,
because monsters
yeah.
and gas clouds are likely to
He
have
just-
their
he
armor
just- he
broken,
just put
this is an
exploit
useful
weakness
combo we can
support.
do. This is an exploit weakness support. This support provides extra bonus damage to targets that have their armor broken. Perfect for what we have going on here. So, those are just some of the skills we have on the Ranger class in Path of Exile 2. Now that we've seen all these skills, let's see how well they do against a much tougher enemy. It's time to fight the boss of the temples, Thanos.
Thanos?
Harvest curse madness never ends.
Also, this is a new boss. Oh, Thanos. Whoa, attacks you can actually see. Oh yeah, there's a stun bar. I forgot about that.
Exalted are the worthy.
This boss. Up, stun him. There you go. Oh, he nearly died there. Ranger's got some good stuff going for it. I don't know if I'll play it personally though. Ah, that
See
reminds.
all the classes before I choose. So, how far is green? I'm guessing that means it's poison?
Yeah. I kind of like the attempted path making through the projectiles.
Reminds me of a bullet hell.
Swiftly and move on. This is how you
Did they say what act this was?
No.
I showed.
That's the Ranger.
I don't
But
think
oh yeah,
so.
there was one more thing. The mount. Check this out. Yes, you can ride a rower.
Right.
While riding the rower, you can shoot arrows with no movement.
Oh, this is
It's pretty
not
overpowered. You can also
fair.
use your vaulting skills to jump right off the rower's back. Once the rower doesn't have a rider, it starts attacking monsters, so he's nice to have around, even if you're not riding him. That said, if you are
What the
riding,
fuck?
don't get hit. If you take a heavy stun while on a rower, you'll fall off, and it takes a while to get up, so be careful.
Imagine if there's like imagine it's like a lightning
Now, there's
chariot
just one
build
more rather unfortunate bit of news.
with the fucking.
Path of Exile 2's beta is going to be delayed. We previously said that we would get the beta out on June 7th, and while I think we would be able to get the game's content ready in time, we underestimated how long it would take to get gameplay polished to a standard that we're happy with. We're still going to be doing alpha testing in June,
Look, it's a
but we're going
beta
to be
for a
delaying the
reason.
beta until
Yeah.
later in the year. I don't have an exact date for you today, but it should be towards the end
That's
of the year.
fine.
In the meantime, you can still play Path
I
of
mean,
Exile 1,
it
of
is,
course.
but it's a beta for a
Now,
reason.
speaking
Yeah.
of Here We Won, we also have the
It's not
324
supposed to be
expansion to
perfect.
announce. I'm going to hand over to
At
Mark,
that
the
time.
game director on PoE 1, to show us what's in store.
We had a lot of fun making this one, so let's just get straight into it with the trailer for Path of Exile Necropolis.
I'm okay if it got delayed. That's fine.
Cold
Ooh.
flesh, dirt, maggots, and ghosts.
Oh, he said the word.
Our job is to keep them where they belong. It's your first night, so you'll need this. A ghostly lantern for ghastly tinkering.
That's cool.
You'll learn to peer into the souls of the
What is that armor?
You'll learn how to twist them.
Interesting.
Meet me in the necropolis. You can pilfer.
Holy shit, that is.
things from a
You saw that, right? You can fucking spec out your perks like crazy.
For glorious things from a soul.
Oh boy, another crafting mechanic.
Grave digger.
No, it's soul extracting.
Oh,
What? Whoa! 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 Whoa!
tier 17 maps.
No, multiple atlas trees.
Yeah, I saw that. Second.
Okay, that boss was cool as fuck.
The job's hard, but the pay's good.
You know, as
Oh.
Gold is even watching this, he said he's waiting until tomorrow to
In the
watch it.
Necropolis League, you will encounter Undertaker Aramor, a man collecting the scattered spirits of the Eternal
Well, he
Empire
likes to
for a
pause the
mysterious
video and
purpose.
like have commentary, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
These spirits have begun to haunt the
I mean, you
monsters
can
of
pause in a
Raycross,
live stream.
unleashing their ancient fury and sorrow onto the world. The Undertaker will provide you with the Lantern of Aramor, a powerful family heirloom which can illuminate the wrathful spirits haunting monsters throughout Raycross.
Yeah, I was about to say, I need a little bit more.
With it, the Undertaker hopes
description
to
on what the
employ you
fuck all
to
this
rid
means.
Raycross of this menace and further his cryptic cause. The lantern can be used when entering
that's
any
fun,
new
Chatty.
area.
I could tell
When
what
peering through
already.
it, you can examine the spirits haunting that area. The lantern also allows you to manipulate them, letting you configure which monsters are affected by
Interesting.
which mods. It would be wise to take your time with your decisions here, for the spirits are not forgiving. When peering through the lantern, you can also see extra details about the packs of monsters in the area. Rowers here are considered common, whereas the water elementals are more scarce. If you want things to be easier, you can put the more difficult spirits on the elementals, which you'll encounter less often. We've tried to make sure that by engaging with the lantern, you are able to intelligently control the difficulty in the Necropolis League. The spirits come in a number of forms which represent the danger they pose. For example here, the infested vultures are servant haunted, causing them to deal a small amount of increased damage. But the Vol's Vanguard are noble haunted, causing them to deal a large amount of increased damage. As you reach higher level areas in Rayclast, the tier and number of spirits that are haunting monsters will generally increase. Your game knowledge can help you here. If you're aware of the composition of a monster pack, this means certain mods will be easier to manage. For example, the mod that increases a pack's damage for every monster killed has no effect on packs with a single monster, like a Devourer. However, if we found a spirit that makes the strongest monster in a pack deal 100% more damage, well, I'm going to avoid the Devourer. You might have noticed that the Lantern of Aramor provides other useful information, such as the types of abilities monsters use, or the damage types they deal. So for those who are less familiar with
I don't know how
these
necessary
monsters
that
work,
is, but
this
it's
can be a
good.
great way to learn what
I don't know,
you're
what
up
do you think?
against. The spirits are constantly moving throughout Rayclast, so if you are finding a campaign area too difficult, you can just wait a few minutes and peer through the lantern again to see what's changed. Of course, powerful spirits beget powerful rewards. There are two reasons why you might want to face a challenge now and then. Firstly, not all the spirits are malicious.
What?
Sometimes the monsters aren't haunted at
the
all,
Fs in
but are
chat.
instead
They don't like it?
devoted. These can
No,
grant basic
because the dude
rewards like
died.
increased
Oh.
experience, or bigger rewards like spawning the Nameless Seer, an NPC that will grant you a single unique item after you defeat
Yo,
all of the
I
packs
don't know what
affected
build
by that
that
spirit.
is. I like
Excuse me?
The more haunted monsters you defeat in the previous area before using the lantern, the more
There's
likely
a
the
unique
devoted
vendor now?
monsters will appear
Nice.
in the next area. Monsters haunted by higher tier spirits will increase the chance of the devoted appearing even more, meaning that sometimes it's worth putting the hardest modifier possible on very common monsters, if you're brave enough. Again, we've tried hard here to allow players to customize the danger and rewards as much as they can. Aramor is an Undertaker, and you can probably guess what we're taking to him. The second main reward from the Necropolis League is
not even
monsters
sweet.
with unresolved
That's good, though.
anguish.
No,
Once
the
slain,
photos
their
haven't
corpses
passed.
need extra care from the Undertaker.
These dogs are gonna
and
be
he will
everywhere.
offer to take them back to his necropolis and store them in the morgue. Time to earn your keep. When you are ready, you can visit the morgue to view the monsters you have collected, and then get to work burying them in one of many graves in Aramor's cemetery. For example,
So we're
this
role playing as a mortician this league?
Aramor's mysterious soul experiments
Hell
can
yeah.
coalesce
I mean,
powerful
not hell yeah, but
items.
still.
Here I've chosen to create a pair of boots.
Yeah, see, it's like a crafting thing.
So that you may grace them with fleetness.
Kind of reminds
These
me
boots
of
are useful for my character,
the
but
beast
aren't
crafting
exactly what I
a
hoped
little
for.
bit.
And this is where the Necropolis crafting system really shines. You'll have noticed that the corpse we collected earlier had a crafting effect on
Yep,
it.
a new
In
crafting
fact,
mechanic.
all
Well-
collected corpses do. If you bury multiple
Like,
corpses
there
in the
is enough of
cemetery,
them already.
all adjacent corpses can be exercised at once to create one item. All of the
At least
crafting
it's
effects on
easy,
those
though.
corpses will apply to that same
It's easy to
item.
understand. It's not that bad.
This allows you to have either one or many different crafting projects ongoing in the cemetery. For example, next time I try to create boots,
What is this,
I
Power
could bury
World?
corpses that increase the chance of getting move speed modifiers.
What?
To go further,
It's like Power,
I
you're
could
using
use
the
these
souls of
to
the
generate
dead
higher tier modifiers.
to mass craft items.
Then I could try to bias it towards being an evasion pair with this. Finally, I'll apply some crafting effects that improve the probability of getting good rolls. Now, let's craft our item and see what we
So
get.
you stack different perks on each grave.
And you get to choose what you want, like what item you want.
Yeah. Ooh, thank you.
As you can see now, we have a much better pair of boots, forged from the souls of our enemies. You could even use the entire cemetery to craft one item.
Excuse
There is
me.
always something you can do to try and ensure your item
What
will
the
be as best as it can be. We hope to see some really crazy gravecrafts. If you are lucky, you might find corpses with meta crafting modifiers. These can be
you
buried
even
to
show it.
manipulate your crafting
Damn it.
projects in more drastic ways. This
Wow,
one
that's
increases the
pro.
potency of all crafting effects of adjacent undead corpses.
Oh,
Another
he
meta
is showing it.
crafting modifier gives a chance to drop an extra item from your craft, with all the same crafting outcomes applied. All you have to do is bury a lot of undead monsters.
May the ferocity of Throldana free you of your anguish and aid this soldier, so that you may shield.
It would be cool if there was recipes for uniques.
You can also craft new unique items exclusive to the
Possibly
Necropolis
could.
League.
Wow, I
using the
just had to open my mouth.
Class, you might find the corpses of famous
After I say
Eternal
that, you can
Empire
craft
families.
uniques.
And when you bury an entire family together and exorcise them, they will thank you with a unique specific to their lineage.
May the painters and poets of the
I think I'm a little bit behind.
story of the Eternal Empire
We'll see.
Yeah, I was about to say, there possibly could
For
be.
example, the Navalius Inheritance Belt. I'll give you a moment to check that out.
Oh
You
wow.
can use other corpses alongside them to grant implicit mods, manipulate the values of explicit mods, and more. In this case, with the Parandus Pact,
So,
you can even change the
that
modifiers it
reminds me
generates.
of legendary crafting.
This unique
and
is a
fucking
jewel which adds extra
Lasky
stats to
Puck
passive skills
in a
in
way.
Yeah.
Radius when socketed into the passive skill tree. The stats
Because
it adds are randomly
last I remember,
generated,
you couldn't
but you
get
can bias it
extra
towards a
stats and
specific
uniques
type
in
by
Path
using
of
other
Exile.
crafting effects, such as this one, which increases
now
the
you
chance of
can.
getting life modifiers.
I
see
wonder
what
where
we
they
get.
got that idea.
The difference is, GGG will be like, yeah, we got that idea from them. Blizzard is like, we came with this amazing idea, guys. And you'll have
Damn.
temper
Didn't get it this
potential
time.
on your
I
fucking
guess we're gonna
items.
Have to go and collect more corpses. Of course, you can trade the corpses away to other players. All you need to do is purchase empty coffins.
You can
from the
trade
Undertaker
corpses.
and use them on your corpses in the morgue, which will itemize them.
So you're basically trafficking corpses.
Another item in the Necropolis League that you can find are Embers of the All-Flame. These are monster spirits that remain living in the All-Flame, a powerful ancient artifact of Rayclast. And you can set them free by placing them in the
What I
Lantern
do
of
really like
Aramor
about
and
Path of
defeating them.
Exile, each
These
of their
Embers drop
league
throughout
mechanics are
Rayclast as
very
itemized
in-depth.
packs of monsters.
Yeah.
You are able to use these packs to replace the
Unlike
packs
how
in
Diablo
areas.
3s were.
For example, we have found this all-flame ember.
What do you
of
mean?
Tarkor.
Diablo 3 and just go
We
inside,
can now go into the next area and
Rift,
replace one of the monster packs.
rift,
in here.
riz up the rift, you're
You
done.
can see we have also gotten one of the devoted modifiers to appear.
It was like
We can pair up
mean,
the Karui ancestors with this modifier,
one of the league,
making them
one of
even
the
more
season
rewarding.
mechanics for
Let's
fucking
go ahead and replace the tentacle
Diablo 3 was
miscreations.
just like double the fucking
However,
treasure golems.
when replacing packs, you want to double check their density, as the new pack will inherently
You can
score over the
change
replaced pack.
You can change the
The
fucking
Karui
mobs.
ancestors we have now added to our area can
Wow.
even drop basic variations of tattoos. If you aren't aware, this is an item type from the Trial of the Ancestors League, which can be used on passive skills to change what they do. There are many different types of itemized packs. You can find Breach and
What?
Legion monsters that drop splinters, untainted packs that provide insane amounts of experience, and even simple frogs, which can be used to replace difficult monsters to make life easier. And of course, these Ember monsters can be raised as specters too. Finally, let's discuss how this league works in in-game maps. Each in-game map will allow you to manipulate it using the lantern on the map device UI. However,
Build
instead
your
of
own
randomly
map.
cycling every few minutes, it is fixed to that map. Once you view the map through the lantern, you cannot remove it from the map device. So you can't trade that map away now that you've seen it as too difficult for you, or has monsters in it that you'd rather avoid, like porcupines. We're also trying something new this time around. During the Necropolis League, there will be support for the League on the Atlas passive tree. Multiple clusters will be there, allowing you to enhance the gameplay, customize it, and even change its behavior in
That's
meaningful
good.
ways. One way that you can change the
I do like
crafting
the
in a
fucking
meaningful
fact-
way
I
is
do
with
like
the
the Atlas tree
Prospero's
thing.
Wager
That is
Keystone.
really cool.
With this keystone, all the monsters with unresolved anguish come with this crafting modifier, which causes them to generate a random craft when buried. This means instead of pre-planning your crafts, you have to adapt to them on the fly to get the best results. These clusters will not be available in Standard League. In 3.24, we've made a plethora of changes to the endgame. We've introducing new bosses, adding another tier of maps, and streamlining the Atlas. The most difficult and most rewarding content in Path of Exile can be found in Uber Pinnacle bosses, such as the Maven and the Searing Exarch. Currently, the only way to access these bosses is by allocating specific keystones on the Atlas passive tree. While this system offers a nice element of control, it causes a problem. Rewards and access to the non-Uber variants are now economically priced around the rewards of the Uber fights. This means it is wasteful to run the non-Uber variants instead of simply selling them. Another problem that we noticed is the difficulty jump between the Pinnacle and Uber Pinnacle content was relatively large, and there wasn't obvious content that could bridge this gap. Many players would give up on their characters before being able to defeat the Uber Pinnacle bosses. In 3.24, we will be making some changes to this. We are removing the keystones that give access to the Uber Pinnacle bosses from the Atlas tree, and instead we'll be adding a new set of fragments that give you access to this content. Where do you get these fragments? We are adding a new tier of maps, Tier 17 maps, which not only give you access to the Uber Pinnacle content, but also test your characters in new ways. They feature a new set of bosses, Uber monsters, and a new tier of modifiers that can roll on the maps. There are 5 new Tier 17 maps in total, with some surprising boss fights at
Those
the
look
end.
cool. Oh, it's nice.
We'll look at a couple today, and the rest you'll have to discover for yourself. First, we have the Citadel map. This map contains an ancient Kalguran citadel. You will encounter many expedition monsters as the signature packs throughout the map. At the end, you will fight Uber Uhtred. This is a version of a boss from Expedition League, with all its abilities and mechanics enhanced.
That's an old league too,
Uber
isn't it?
Uhtred will even be able to summon 2 other expedition bosses to aid it during the fight. Secondly, we have the Fortress map. This map is an impregnable fortress, guarded by monsters from the Heist League. At the end, you will encounter an Uber version of the Unbreakable.
I'm gonna lie, that
Again,
fortress
it
map
has enhanced
kinda
abilities and
That's
mechanics
cool.
you have
Like
to
the
learn and overcome.
Last Epoch
Each of the
Forgery.
Tier 17
Yeah.
map bosses has a chance to drop a unique item.
But
allowing for some
apparently that
time
was
fun.
in PoE 1
However,
already.
these aren't entirely
Oh,
new
was it?
unique items.
Yeah, it was in the Heist
Instead,
League.
We've taken other unique items, removing them from the core drop pool, and rebalancing them to fit here. One example is this reworked version of Wraith Lord. It has 4 Abyss sockets, and allows you to summon an additional Spectre for each Ghastly Eye jewel socketed into it. Another example is Mana Storm. This has been rebalanced to grant a lot more damage than before, alongside some more impactful mana stats, if you can get lucky rolls. Alongside adding Tier 17 maps, we have also changed the Uber Pinnacle bosses to have completely distinct unique item drop pools from their non-Uber counterparts. This
That's
means
good.
there is a reason to farm both versions. Let's take a look at the Shaper versus the Uber Shaper. The Shaper will drop these uniques: Voidwalker, Shaper's Touch, Solstice Vigil, and Dying Sun. Whereas the Uber Shaper will drop these: Echoes of Creation, Sublime Vision, Entropic Devastation, Starforge, and a new unique belt called the Tides of Time.
Yo. Who dis?
Another example of a new
They already
unique
showed
is
the
this
PoE 2
helmet
stuff,
from
but
the
they're
Uber
showing
Shaper.
the endgame changes for
Ravenous
PoE 1's
Fury.
expansion.
And these gloves from the Uber Searing
It's
Exarch,
fucking crazy.
the Celestial Brace. Each of the
Take my
Uber
bad,
Pinnacle
brother.
bosses has a new
Hey, good man, I know
unique
you're busy.
added to their drop pools. We've identified another major problem with the endgame we'd like to address. With every expansion added to the game, we have been increasing the complexity of running maps. It's at the point now where a player must repeatedly execute a large sequence of steps to run maps efficiently. It can be easy to forget critical steps, and it can be tiring to repeat them. To solve this, we are removing some systems, but are keeping what is good about them. The 2 main systems we've
Oh, they're
removed are
simplifying the
Sextant
Atlas trio.
and the Master Mission Selector. It is not our intention to dull the content, however. We have completely reworked Scarabs to include most of the options that were previously covered by those mechanics, and many, many more. Let's take a look at some of them. Commonly, you might find Scarabs that simply grant access to different content. Here, we have a scarab that causes beyond demons to spawn when killing monsters in your maps. And here, we have one that adds a delirium mirror. Each type of scarab now has multiple versions, so if you want to fully invest in a type of content, you can do
That's
so.
cool.
Here's a suite of ultimate.
They brought back the Met Guardian from Heist, by the way.
Oh, no way.
Yep.
This
And they gave him an Uber version.
No way.
Yep.
That's gonna be dope.
Monsters to yield more experience. This ultimatum scarab of dueling will cause that ultimatum encounter to always guarantee the Trial Master
that's
boss
gonna be
fight
cool.
at the end, assuming you can survive through all the rounds. This ultimatum scarab of catalyzing will cause all rewards from that ultimatum to be catalysts instead
That's
of
really good.
rewards.
No, dude.
Finally,
There's
this
literally
ultimatum
grave
scarab
crafting.
inscription will
Where you
cause
kill
all catalyst
monsters.
rewards from that
You
ultimatum
put
to
them
be
in your
inscribed
graves, and then you
ultimatums.
get like affixes
There
from
are
them to
plenty
craft
of
items.
others.
No
If
way.
you enjoy
That's gonna
divination
be dope.
That's
cards,
really
you
fucking
might
cool.
want to use these. This divination scarab of curation causes more divination cards to drop for each different favored map you have selected.
This is gonna be really good for like
Also
solo play.
causes whatever map you're running to
Yeah.
only drop divination
Yeah.
cards from those favored
And
maps. So if you want to
that's the
try and
main
aim for your
reason I
mage blood
was a
and
big
don't
fan
want
of
to just
Path of
farm
Exile
Crimson
before,
Temple,
'cause
then this scarab is for you.
You kind of had to trade to
This
get the items you
divination
needed.
scarab of completion.
Now you
allows
can
your
just build it
divination cards to
yourself,
have a
whatever you want,
20%
whenever you
chance to
want,
drop as a full
without
scarab
having to
instead,
like.
for maximum dopamine.
That's gonna be good for solo self-found.
Basically, there are now just a lot of scarabs. You might have also noticed that they no longer have
They've
Do we have a
obviously
scarab
needed to do
stash
something
tab
to
now?
solo play for
Yeah, it's gonna be a
You can
scarab
get them
stash tab.
anywhere. Some might be rarer than others, but the intention is that there'll be a lot more options
Oh,
than
cool.
before, and more interesting combinations to consider. If you want to target specific scarabs, Betrayal has been updated to include most of them, and you will need to relearn which ones come from where. While this system is allowing you to heavily invest in one type of content, it is reducing your
Do you
capacity
think they
for
buffed
variety.
Cleave?
To address
They're using
this,
Cleave
we've
a lot.
massively increased access to content on
Yeah,
this
it looks different. It looks better. It has a
We're
wider
not able
range.
to
I think
reliably different leagues like
they're
Greek
trying to like
or
show that
Major,
they.
just
That
as
they're
Greek
buffing that.
Sucks, bro.
Yeah, but it looks so cool.
regarding
Yeah, it looks really cool.
content
I
such
think
as
they did a
incursion,
little.
delve,
I don't know. I haven't used.
Well,
it
they're
in a
gonna
long
show
time.
us the
These
patch
tools are
notes
now accessible with
for the
Steam
next thing too.
and have more reliable investment options on the tree.
Oh,
Not
for
only
PoE
this,
2, they
you
showed
can now
another
get
act, and then they showed the
Einhar,
Ranger.
Alva, and
nice.
Nico
Ranger looks
together
cool as
in
fuck.
the same map.
I'm not gonna play it though.
We have also removed some
Well,
keystones such as Wandering
and the
Heart,
bad news, the
Grand
beta got
Design,
delayed.
and Growing Horde.
But it's
Fine, dude.
but it's
Take as long
understandable.
as you
Yeah,
need,
make
man.
it.
For example, Unwavering Vision, Back to Basics,
Oh, it's gonna be a cool at. Oh man, I
and
like the new
Thorough
Atlas skills.
Exploration.
They also added another tier of maps.
Oh, it's gonna be crazy.
To like close in the gap between like uber playable content and the other
Oh,
shit.
that's good. At least they finally added something
Scarabs.
like a little buffer in between them, so you're not just
Mountain
getting like
modifiers.
destroyed every
Yeah.
5
Values
minutes.
of modifiers on your maps by 2% for each explicit modifier. And Tainted Carapaces, which is just one in a set of
pretty
many
cool.
that allow you to target farm specific types of scarabs. These are just a few of the many new notables that can be found on the Atlas passive skill tree. Lastly, we are giving you more flexibility in what content you want to run in the endgame. In 3.24, you can now have multiple copies of the Atlas tree, which can be swapped between
Oh,
maps at
yeah.
your leisure. You can unlock up to 2
You have
extra
multiple
trees for a total
Atlas
of 3
maps.
by progressing through the endgame
No
and
way.
completing core content.
No way.
When you open a map, you can select which tree you would like to use. For a given league, you'll never feel constrained to playing your endgame a single way. You can also label your trees to easily identify which one has which content. With all this combined, we're hoping to see new endgame strategies shine through.
Oh, that's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
While playing through the campaign in 3.24,
Oh.
you'll notice
That's
a
gonna be
myriad
good.
of
You
Sin?
finally renamed
Maybe they're gonna
yourselves.
remove the resistance
The
shaft.
fundamentals of the campaign are still intact,
Wait, what?
but we've scattered
Let's see.
fun encounters and secrets throughout Raycast.
They're improving the campaign
Dweller
too.
of the Deep has been trapped.
Oh, it's gonna be dope.
What are these ritual shrines doing in the northern forest? And why are they giving me omens?
That's a new weapon.
That great
This
sword?
device
Yeah,
looks-
I've
Yeah.
I should definitely use this on my items.
Or no, that's a weapon.
Oh, it's a
skin, sorry.
corruption
Plenty more
altar?
encounters to discover. We'll continue adding more supplies
Whoa.
to
Oh
releases.
no no no.
keep an eye out.
Oh no. You also missed where you can literally like manipulate your
we released
spawns.
a large number of transfigured
And they
skill
actually
gems.
like changed the.
These are alternate
new
versions of
gems?
existing skill gems that function in very different ways, allowing for more build and gameplay variety.
Or transfigured
At
gems.
the time, our aspirations were higher than we could achieve. We planned more gems than we could make.
Gems.
So,
Holy
in
shit.
324, we're adding another set of transfigured gems that we have now finished. Ice Shot, Incinerate, Artillery Ballista, Tornado, Elemental Hit, Kinetic Blast,
Fire tornado?
Poisonous Concoction,
Oh,
and lastly, Summon Holy.
holy shit!
Hopefully those of you who missed your
Look
favorite
at
skill
that.
having a transfigured variant will get that here. We will certainly be adding more of these in the future, especially for skills that
Not
are
a
missing
single
them
melee
still.
skill.
Of course, we'll
No.
also be doing a balance pass on the existing transfigured gems. One of the main ones we're looking at is Kinetic Bolt of Fragmentation. As a result of this change, it is clear that the endgame potential of the Wander archetype really starts to suffer, mostly in the single target damage department. Due to this, we've added the new support gem, Sacred Wisps. This support gem causes supported skills to create 2 attached wisps for a duration. With these wisps, whenever you attack, they have a chance to also use the same skill, if you have enemies in your presence. And if
That's
there are any
disgusting,
unique
dude.
enemies-
Crackling, dude, crackling lance is gonna be ridiculous with
All the
that.
other quality of life features we're introducing in 324, and there's a shitload of them. Many of these have been revealed in teasers already, but here's a quick summary. We've added the automation and counter
That's gonna make
skill
projectiles so
being
strong.
able to trigger instant skills and war cries without having to bind them to left click. You can now hold down Control and left click to automatically apply certain currency orbs until
Oh,
you
yeah, thank
achieve
God
the
for
desired
that.
result, or you run
Remember
out.
I was suffering doing that, Eli?
You can hold down fusings until you reach maximum links.
Yeah.
You will be able to control, shift, click currency into a trade window to automatically move all of that currency at
Will you
once
just
from
hold
your
it down?
inventory.
No, GG, give me that. Give me those
Oh,
divine
that's gonna be
orbs.
lit.
Give me those divine orbs. No, you don't need
Now there's
those.
clearer telegraphing effect.
No, dude. This is gonna be good for trading
When
because now you can just
harvest
shift click
the
and
item
all of them
bubble
will go.
always be
You don't have to
visible,
click on
so you
every
no longer
individual
have to
one.
mouse back and forth to see the results of your crafts. When you use a Val orb on a map, the map no longer has a chance to become unidentified. Instead, it adds a new implicit. We've created a set of implicits that affect the areas in fun ways. Related to that, corrupted and mirrored items can now be identified. Breach hands now open upon approach, and no longer need to be clicked.
Nice.
Upgrades to Pantheon powers now apply to all characters in a league. You no longer need to grind divine vessels on each new character.
Oh yeah, thank God for that.
You can now re-roll Uber Elder fragments. Fragments dropped by the Shaper
Nice,
cannot be
finally.
re-rolled into fragments dropped by the Elder, and vice versa. Regarding Betrayal, we're removing Ashling's crafting bench as a reward. Instead, Veiled Orbs now perform that function. They remove a mod and replace it with a Veiled mod. These orbs now drop from Katarina and are no longer a world drop. Flasks can now be corrupted
that's
by
cool.
Val Orbs.
You
giving
can
random
corrupt a
-10 to
flask?
+10 quality. The capability to add extra quality to weapons,
Oh, that's cool.
armors, and flasks has been removed
Oh,
from
that's cool.
Betrayal. The Betrayal bench craft that converts an amulet to a talisman has been moved to Bestiary, and thus can be traded. Maven invitations no longer drop. Instead, when you have completed witnessing all bosses
Nice.
required to go to the Maven's arena,
Wait, that's gonna
you
be
can
cool.
just talk to Karak, and he'll open a map device window with the invitation already in there, ready to be rolled. Valdo's maps that granted invitations now give scarabs. No more having to waste guardian kills to try get invitations to drop. Next up, we're
Oh,
going to be
I wanna know
talking
about
our
this.
New League supporter packs.
Oh, I want to know about this one.
Today, we're launching 2 new series of supporter packs, the Solar and Eldritch packs.
Excuse me?
Each tier contains the full pack's face value and points, alongside several exclusive
Oh, it's gonna be cool.
microtransactions. These packs are only available for the duration of the Necropolis.
Joe loves me
League,
60
and will
bucks.
leave the store forever when it ends.
Just
As
saying.
always, the microtransactions in these packs are purely cosmetic and do not affect your character's
Leave the
power
store
or progression
forever
in
when
any
it
way.
ends. Holy shit.
The Solar series of supporter packs contains 6 exclusive microtransactions.
What the fuck is that weapon
The Cosmos
effect?
Weapon effect adorns your weapon with stars. Hitting enemies causes cosmic energy to spill out into the
That's
area
cool.
around them.
What is that?
That's gonna be
Radiant
cool.
Orb of Chance extra effect projects the outcome of items you've used an Orb of Chance on above your head. Remember to congratulate other exiles in town if you see them chance a powerful unique item.
That's cool.
Shine boldly with the Solar Knight armor set. The
That's
power
pretty
of the
cool.
sun radiates
But
from your body.
no one's gonna
getting
use that.
more
Dude,
and more
imagine that
intense
with
as
my
you use
astral
skills
fucking
and emitting
character
solar
effect.
flares as you run.
Emitting solar
With
flares.
the supernova level up extra
Oh.
effect, the dead will be raised from the
That's
ground
cool.
around you before being obliterated and turned to ash by an epic supernova whenever you level up. This one is my personal favorite. The Cosmic Turtle Hideout lets you travel the infinite
That is
expanse of the
so-
cosmos atop the back of a colossal
That's gonna crash my
turtle.
computer, but I'm down.
How much
Carry
is
the
this
weight
pack?
of the sun on your back with the Solar Guardian back attachment.
How much?
Bridges grow larger and larger as the energy of slain enemies is funneled into it. When it reaches its maximum size, it goes supernova and turns into a black hole, forever
I heard the
drifting throughout.
purchases from this game get transferred to Path of Exile.
They sure do.
Also has
What
six
is
exclusive
fucking-
microphones.
Bruh, that little backpack thing looks like that
Wonder if we
Spider-Man
moved the stash in the
2.
latest patch?
Have you seen? Have you seen the
Because
Eldritch
with
one
the
yet?
Mimic Stash pet,
No, I have not.
transform
Just
into an
wait.
image of a stash when in a
You have a
town or
mimic
hideout
chest.
and scare unsuspecting
cool.
exiles. This pet follows
Thank you.
behind you with its
Oh, that's cool
terrifying
as fuck.
hand
That
walking
pet-
the rest of the time.
It's a mimic
The
chest.
Shaper's
fucking
Slam
great.
finisher effect sends slain unique enemies into a
Final abyss of unending darkness.
The Eldritch Hunger armor set contains a beast that demands you defeat it by embracing your
Oh, that's pretty
bloodlust.
cool. I like the voice.
Watch it grow in power the more you
Oh,
kill
that's
until
dope.
it bursts from the shell of the helmet. Are you able to satiate its hunger?
Yo.
The seed within the corrupted growth.
What is that
device
map
expands its
device?
grasp on your hideout. The more maps you complete on your atlas.
That looks like
Equipping the Headhunter character
looks just
effect causes
fucking cool
skulls of
shit.
slain rare
Look.
enemies to whirl around you like trophies. They become enraged when you are near a rare enemy you are yet to kill,
That is
wishing
definitely
for
one
them
thing
to join your
PoE does
collection.
good on is their fucking cosmetics.
Witness a reality where the
100%.
struggle didn't exist, allowing the Eldritch Horrors to settle their own conflicts with the Eldritch
That's
Horror
cool.
Apparition effect. Which of the Eater of Worlds or Searing Exarch do you think will win?
The one that kills me
These packs
first.
are now available for purchase on both PC and console, and will remain so during Path of Exile Necropolis. Meanwhile, the
available
Shade
now?
and Disciple
They're
packs
available
leave the store
now?
forever at the launch of Necropolis League. So now's your last chance to purchase them. Thank you so much for your ongoing support.
Which one are you gonna get, Eli?
We're just about to start the
I don't know.
Q&A with Ziggy D.
I'm getting the solar
Afterwards, We'll
one.
post Path of
Probably.
Exile Necropolis' full patch notes. With release at the end of next week, our community team will be posting crucial information you'll need for Necropolis' release. Keep an eye on the news. On release weekend, we expect to launch the new mystery box and this season's Kerax Vault Pass.
No, not
Thank
another
you for joining
mystery
us today and
box.
checking out our latest developments. We're looking
Ah.
forward to doing some awesome gravecrafts and conquering the new in-game bosses with you next week.
You already have
We'll begin
500
the
bucks
Q&A
for me. What
shortly,
more do you
so Please
want?
get your questions ready.
Is that how much it is?
No. It's probably like 60.
Solar supporter $30,
The whole
and
thing?
then this. Oh, that's the regular supporter. Solar Guardian is 90.
So it's 30 or 90.
It's 90 for the whole collection of the.
But how
solar-
many levels are there? Is it 3?
There's 3 of them. So there's
Okay.
the $30, the $60,
60 and 90. So the 60 probably has the armor and the
I'm Chris
attachments.
Wilson from Grinding Gear Games.
the 30 has. The third.
Good
oh, the
morning,
30 does
exiles,
not
and
have
welcome
armor. The
to our
60 has
Q&A
armor,
portion
though.
for today. I'm joined by Jonathan and Mark, and first thing we're going to be talking about
You get the
Path of
weapon
Exile
effect
1
with the
questions.
$30
I know
one,
that's the content that you'll be getting your hands on soon and want to hear all about. And then afterwards, we'll follow up with a bit of a deep dive.
Where does it
into
say that?
Path of Exile 2 reveals, both from today
say
and also
that?
some of the
I'm
other
looking
stuff
on the
that
Path
came
of
out
Exile
during
website.
the recent hands-on event. But good morning, Jonathan and Mark. How you going?
Hey, really nice to be here again.
Yeah, good morning. Thanks for having us.
Always a pleasure. I love talking to you folks about some Path of Exile, right? So let's kick things off with the
Reached
new
Path of
League
Exile.
Necropolis. And I just want to ask, should I ask about Lycia and Katarina and what it means for them to be involved, especially since they're like characters that are actively present elsewhere in the game in another mechanic right
Wait,
now?
you can get it
What does that
now.
mean?
Yeah.
We bent the
They
rules a
said
little
we
bit on
could
that
get it
teaser.
now.
They're not actually involved. They're only in the sense that they are both.
Bro, I need to ask Joel to go
T17
fucking.
map bosses, so you don't actually fight them together. But
God damn it.
we thought it would make a cool, little teaser shot there, and I think it did. It raised a lot of questions. So, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, okay. I was like, we're just doing some timey-wimey stuff. Oh, they both kind of like deal with death, so there's a bit of a connection there.
Like when you get into maps, everything's all memories and the line gets a bit blurred. You can kind of do whatever you want, which is a good thing about that system. You don't have to stay so grounded and sensible. But so yeah, we do have some interesting.
I'm definitely gonna play more once the next
encounters
season comes
going
out.
on there that are a bit different.
next league.
But it's again the maps allow us to kind of detach from the groundedness of the world and the rules of what's actually happening in there.
It looks like there's a lot of boss stuff coming this league.
Oh, it's a
Is that all
turtle. Oh,
focusing in
Jesus.
T17 maps, or is there some with the league mechanic itself as well?
No, we focused the monster development this time round on the T17s instead of the league. So there's no new bosses in the league, but there are some reuse of monsters through like the All Flame Embers and whatnot, but not bosses. And then we put all our boss development towards creating these T17 bosses as well as the monsters.
Oh,
Like,
I
there
got
are
my,
quite a lot of actual interesting monsters in the T17 maps as well. Like I don't know if people saw, but
I got my
you can get Brutus
spec
as just a
attachment.
monster. Like he's not a boss. He's
Is it
just
yours,
there are
son?
packs of Brutuses and various other monsters throughout like the non-notable ones, which will be quite interesting to see. You'll probably find a rare hasted Brutus as a whole different level compared to even the Brutus map boss and whatnot.
For Imagine, what's up?
Also, I still gotta think by Path of Exile to Twitch though.
Yeah, it's if you go on the Path of Exile Twitch and watch it.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying I have to link my Path of Exile
yeah.
to Twitch to
Yeah.
claim it.
Jesus Christ, dude. I'm so fucking excited for this shit. Dead ass. What do you think, Eli?
About what?
That shit's long overdue.
Yeah, 100%. The maps, right?
The maps, everything.
Yeah, it's long overdue, 100%, because it's just been the same for so long, and especially with like a lot of the with the links and just being able like the quality of life stuff. I feel like it should have been added like a long time ago, but I'm glad they finally did it. Now they got to do something about the trading.
The PoE2
And you do something about like making freaking solo Southbound a lot more fucking viable.
I think with this update it will, especially with some of like the new crafting things that you can do.
Thing like this instead of from the boss, which I guess
will probably later on, but early on it's like
yeah, you'll still struggle, especially
So it looks like PoE2's beta is going to be at the end of the year.
That's good.
And they're saying that the final release of the game will be in 2026.
2026.
But I mean, hey, that don't matter if I'm spending the money to get in the beta.
I'll just wait for the game to come out.
I'm already too far in.
Trust me, I know. I do find some of the the modifiers for certain things a little bullshit, like the damage reflected of certain damage types. I'm like,
oh, yeah. There's some of them are just troll.
I do.
Jesus.
What do you think Asmongold's gonna think about this?
He'll like it. He'll like it, I'm sure.
I'm sure, because
But there is a
Well, I
kind
know
of
he's more of a
diminishing
solo
returns on
player
that.
person
Yeah.
anyway, when it comes to these
So
type of games.
it is quite probable to convert T16 maps like the first one, and then as you get more T17s, it becomes less and less and less. And the reason we did that is obviously the discrepancy between just running regular T16s and obviously top tier juicing. You end up with like the multiplier difference of the amount of T16s dropping is substantial to say the least. And we didn't want it to be that we have to balance around the juicing with respect to getting T17s. We wanted to be that more accessible across the board. And so yes, we added a kind of diminishing return. So like your first one might be quite probable, the next one's less, and the next one less, and then you're not going to get like 20 T17s in one map kind of thing going on.
Right.
Hey,
it's also
Eli,
worth noting T17s cannot
if
drop
Joel sends you
T17s, they only
$60 in
drop
Steam
with
credit, can you then send that to
is
me?
you are still kind of doing T16s
All right,
and
bet.
occasionally diving into T17s.
And what
If you
credits
want to trade,
and
of course, in which case
just
the
is he gonna send to me in Venmo or what's up?
I think he's
So
gonna
I
gift
saw
you
they have
Steam wallet money.
their own new mod.
Oh, all right.
And we saw
I think he
things,
just
one of
did.
the mods I saw was
Did he actually?
10%.
Because I've only been his friend for 2 days.
The manner in which it got hit seems to
Wait, he
break
did it to
a
you
lot of
already?
boards in particular.
I think so. I heard a little ding.
As mana is generally a pretty finely tuned system in Path of Exile. And it gets me thinking in general about mods like 80% reduced recovery and things that disable auras and stuff like that. And it feels just a bit not too dissimilar to monsters.
Oh
just
yeah.
being immune
Are you
to
sure
it.
you're not making an impulse
So what's the
decision?
intention behind this?
I know I'm making a decision.
It certainly was the ideal dream back when, that there are a lot of modifiers that can't be done by every build and you'd re-roll them and whatnot. Now, obviously, in the context of T17s, you can't re-roll them. So this really is, you should either change your playstyle, take your time, be a bit more careful to do it, or you can trade it away, of course, or maybe you simply can't run it on that character and you have to maybe
I will
build a
look like
character that
Solaire.
is capable of or more characters that are capable of doing different maps. There is one tool, though, that is in the form of a scarab. One of the scarabs gives you additional crafting modifiers on your map device.
Up, the ground
It
is
isn't a common
glitched.
scarab by any means. You can't just use it on every T17. But 2 of the extra crafting mods that get applied to the map device is that prefixes are disabled and suffixes are disabled. So you can pick one of those. So if you do get one of these
I can
T17s,
definitely say these
that do
guys are
expect
smart
sometimes and you're
being
like,
able to
"I can't
fucking
run it
code
'cause
all
of
this shit."
modifier," you can at least use that scarab to turn that off occasionally. So
Look,
it's like one of the tools that you can
PoE
use
devs
to,
are fucking chads,
either run-
dude. They know what they're doing.
Everybody's saying refer to LMB.
Actually, I can't even tell which one I want. Do I want the Solar Knight or the Eldritch Guardian? God damn it.
Just get them both.
Enough.
At least eventually.
I will
You
get the
got
turtle.
options.
But that turtle hideout is too good.
You got a couple months, so you could eventually get both of them.
Need it now! Wait, so did he give it to you, Eli, or no?
No, he has not. I don't think so. Yeah, he has not.
I'm gonna ask him to.
He's probably not even home. Or is he home?
And do you want to get on PoE just to kind of adjust yourself back to the game, or y'all want to play Last Epoch?
I'll hop on. Actually, it's done.
Oh yeah, Eli, I think I told you this already. The itemization updates to fucking Diablo 4, you know what they are?
What?
A bastard baby of Diablo 3 and fucking Last Epoch.
Oh, nice.
So that means it's fucking shit. It's actually not that bad. It's better than what it was before.
But because it's Diablo 3, it's pretty bad.
Yeah. And they copied the exalted item system from fucking Last Epoch.
Oh, nice.
Blizzard would never need to rip Last Epoch off. Why would they ever need to do that?
I love original ideas.
Because, you know, Last Epoch is considered a Diablo killer.
I mean, is it not?
It is.
I feel like it's not hard to be a Diablo killer.
Nowadays, no.
Nowadays, if your game is not at least a Diablo killer, it has failed. Oh wait, the back attachment. Do I have it? No, I don't. I claimed it though. What the fuck, man? What the fuck, bro?
Maybe it'll take a while. Okay.
No, usually it's pretty quick.
Alright, I'll be right back.
All right. Me exit out real quick. Yo, you think you'll be able to give it to Eli?
It would be wrong to do that here.
Guys, we're about to go look at the hideout. Sin. Look at my stream. This guy already got the fucking cosmic turtle hideout.
Jeez.
Want to see what it looks like. It can't be that cool, right?
Rob.
Oh, it is that cool! Look at it!
The stream's loading still. There you go. That is pretty cool.
Jesus, that's fucking dope. Alex, you here? Who's blue? Oh, that's probably David. Oh no! Bro, someone fucking died on number 1 on the ladder. Sin.
Doesn't that happen all the time though?
Yep. Back to the beach.
Only here for a little bit, just to tell Senna what's up.
Oh.
What?
You're good. Alex, they added a giant turtle.
I uninstalled the game.
What, PoE or Epoch?
Epoch.
Oh yeah. Sin, he's still having trouble with his respawn problem.
Interesting. One of my friends is having a problem that he can't even fucking log in. Keeps getting an LE65 error.
That's bad.
Wait, did you uninstall Path of Exile though, or you still have Path of Exile?
I should have that installed at some point.
Alex, they added a celestial turtle hideout.
That's
your
insane.
house could be a giant celestial turtle.
Bro,
Am I A, gonna buy it, or B, gonna buy it?
I'm gonna be playing.
You're gonna buy it?
Yes.
I'm gonna be playing once the new league comes out as well.
Wait. Look at my stream real quick, Alex, if you can. I'm in it right now. Might be a little delayed.
Unfortunate.
Oh, it's okay.
But I am heading out. Bye, guys.
Take care, my son. That's a shame. I really wanted him to enjoy Epoch, but for some reason it's not working for him. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you know what I'm gonna put in the middle of my turtle? Do you know what I'm gonna put in the middle of the turtle?
What?
I'm gonna put a boxing arena.
Jeez.
I have a boxing arena in my other hideout. All right, you want to play some Last Epoch now in the meantime, or nah?
Nah.
Fair enough.
You want to play some Helldivers?
I thought you, I thought you did not want to play that game, Eli. I thought you,
I kind of.
Oh no, that actually that game has been fucking bugging out for me. Like every now and then, it'll just crash. It's been crashing a lot, actually.
Nice.
No, my headphones are actually about to die, so I'm gonna be heading out here shortly.
Alright, I'm gonna update my stream title. We can fucking go do Helldivers.
I do have Path of Exile installed for when the new league starts.
Nice. Alrighty, where is HTV2? Or we could play Star Wars Battlefront 2.
I'm also down for that.
Did you get it?
No, I haven't, but I can get it like real quick.
Here, I'll log into Helldivers. Let's see if it fucking works. Also, we have a major order in Helldivers that we're losing really badly on.
The bridge is yours, Helldiver. Take us to the fight.
Are you on, Eli? Not yet.
On Helldivers? Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I was looking at the Battlefront 2. Which one's better, the classic or the new one that just
Oh
came out?
fuck, we're not playing. Okay, Battlefront 2011 good. The classic collection is a fucking scam.
The Celebration Edition?
The Battlefront 2 EA celebrations, it's $4. That's good. Yeah.
The 479?
Yeah, yeah. The only issue is the grinding in that game to get all your support cards leveled up is really tedious. However, you can do it in PvE.
Oh, nice.
Helldivers across the galaxy are fighting for every inch of territory. Where will you join them?
Allied destroyer has joined squadron.
We can't even, we're not going to win this.
Oh, so?
Because we have to liberate Zagon Prime and it's 0% liberated. And the planets around it, we have 5.8% liberation on them. And there's 179 players on it. It's fucking bullshit, man.
The Terminids proliferate out of
Yeah, for nobody wants. Wait, hold on. No one wants to play this game anymore.
No, the game is active. It's that they're forcing a loss on us. Because they're about to add another enemy type in the fucking game.
Oh yeah, and they're adding the flying ones too.
Oh, the flying shriekers are already in the game. They one-shot you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
Don't the fucking spitting bugs already one-shot you?
Yes!
Oh, that's you. Yeah, I forgot about
Yes!
that too.
Main
They
reason I
one-shot-
fucking hate that game. Too many fucking things with one-shot. One-shot abilities. It's.
I
know you're meant to die, but it's still stupid.
Yeah, not that fast though.
Well, it's just like the whole thing with Destiny 2, right? We're gonna nerf Well of Radiance, but design the game to be so shite that you need to use Well of Radiance. So by nerfing it, we're just gonna make more of you use it.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about the shield generator.
I honestly just don't find the game fun if I'm dying constantly.
Agreed.
Hellpods prime.
And then I have friends that say, oh, just run away. Dude, I do run away. It's not my fault things fucking slow you down, spit on you, fucking do all this shit to fucking kill you pretty much instantly.
Why can't I use the fucking localization shit? Oh, because you already started it.
Oh, nice.
Ba 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 ba. Why is it level 6 in fucking Suicide Mission?
He's gaming.
That better be why.
Requesting tac pack. Support weapon inbound. Requesting tac pack.
Wow!
Kicked out. Cool. Yeah, I don't know if
Wow!
that's awesome.
It wasn't. We didn't even get kicked. It's just fucking.
Just disconnected me. Well, disconnected me too. I'm downloading Battlefront. Give me.
Great game.
21 minutes.
All right, I'm gonna call stream off until we do Baldur's Gate 3 later. Bye, chat. Hope y'all had fun. See ya.